Hello students, we have been discussing about biological classification, which is the first chapter of class 11. Today we will discuss about eubacteria. So all the students who haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. So what is eubacteria? It is also known as true bacteria, and it has a rigid cell wall, and if motile, it has a flagella. It may be of three types: cyanobacteria, heterotrophs, and third one, mycoplasma. So let us discuss about cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria may be photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. That means if they are photosynthetic, then the process of making of food is powered by sunlight, and if they are chemosynthetic, the process of making food is powered by chemicals. Cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae, blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae, and they have chlorophyll A, which is similar to green plants. They have chlorophyll A, which is similar to green plants, and that's why they are known as photosynthetic autotrophs, as they have the capacity to make their food themselves by the process of photosynthesis. Cyanobacteria, they may be marine or terrestrial, and they may be filamentous, unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. Their colonies are surrounded by gelatinous sheath, and they often form algal blooms. You can find in water polluted bodies such as ponds, etc. Water polluted bodies, and they often form algal blooms in water polluted bodies. Some of these organisms, they fix nitrogen. Some of them fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called heterocysts. Example, nostoc anabaena. The figure is like this. Make a suitable figure which is given in the book. I am just referring to it. What can be the figure? This is the sheath, covering, and Here we have heterocysts. Here we have heterocysts. So this is the heterocysts. Heterocyst. And we have the mucilaginous sheath here covering here. Mucilaginous sheath. It's mucilaginous sheath or covering. So this is the figure of nostoc. This is the figure of nostoc, and we have Anabaena also. Heterocysts. So today we are discussing about eubacteria. Eubacteria are also known as true bacteria. They have a rigid cell wall, and if they are motile, if they move, they have a flagella. Eubacteria can be grouped into cyanobacteria, heterotrophs, and mycoplasma. Cyanobacteria, which is known as blue-green algae, they may be photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. What do you mean by the term photosynthetic? When the food is prepared by the process of photosynthesis using sunlight, CO2 and water also, but sunlight is the main thing. And chemosynthetic autotrophs, such kind of autotrophs who prepare their own food with the help of chemicals. As we all know, it is also known as blue-green algae, and they have chlorophyll A. They have chlorophyll A similar to green plants. As a result of that, they are also known as photosynthetic autotrophs. Green plants also have chlorophyll A. With the help of that, they are able to produce their own food, make their own food, synthesize their own food. In the same way, blue-green algae, they have the capacity to make their own food, and they are also known as photosynthetic autotrophs. They may be marine, that means they may live in sea or they may live on land, and they may be unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. Unicellular, compose one cell. Colony, they may live in groups or colonies, or filamental, that means their structure may be just like filament. Their colonies are surrounded by gelatinous sheath, that's the covering, and they form algal blooms. They form algal blooms in water polluted bodies. When the water bodies are quite polluted, they form algal blooms. You may find that in ponds, in dirt, where the dirty water is quite stagnant. Some of them fix nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen. Some of them fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells, and these specialized cells are known as heterocysts. And the examples are nostoc and Anabaena. And here we have the figure of nostoc. We have the mucilaginous sheath here, the covering. This is the heterocyst, and that's the figure. So today we have discussed some aspects of eubacteria. We will continue with this particular discussion, and the other day we will discuss about heterotrophs. Until then, keep enjoying biology, and do subscribe my channel and like and share my videos.